Here are the tarot cards for the air signs. The Lovers is Gemini, the higher self angel. The Magician is Gemini. Justice is Libra. The Star is Aquarius. The Fool is Aquarius, and the Wheel of Fortune has Aquarius on it. So the air signs are represented by thinking, intelligence. The Star represents healing. The Fool is a brand new beginning. But the air signs are about the mind and thinking, intelligence, creating, creativity. All signs are about creativity, but particularly the air signs. Bringing to life, breathing, healing with the Star, which Aquarians are the water bearers, and especially now with Pluto, which is the planet of Scorpio, in their sign, they are on even a more healing path for themselves and for the world. Last time Pluto was in Aquarius was 250 years ago, and it brought many changes, many major changes to the world, and those are expected again, because there feels like a shift that's happening from, definitely there is, from earth to air, but also there's a shift in mindset to creation, from working for others to working for oneself and creating instead of consuming, as well as technology. So technology will allow us to be more creative. There will be a lot of new technologies created, and but with, oh yes, thank you for that confirmation, with the creation of these new technologies, there will be more creating. It's not always going to be good. It's not always the best to be in the mind. We have to remember the body, what's real, and the heart, what's important. But Aquarians are humanitarians, and they will always, more than often than not, think about the human aspect rather than the monetary or the powerful, the power-grabbing aspect. They're not about gaining power. It's not about power for, I believe, for air signs. It's about progress, but progress for the best, for humanity, for the world, for the earth, for mankind, and the universe in general, for life, progress for life. For life's sake, not for any other purpose, to get to continue life in the best way possible. Yes. So, the Lovers is love for your higher self angel. Speaking to you, Gemini, two twins. I consider them probably the most intelligent sign. Highly intelligent anyway. And I think as a result they get frustrated with the rest of us who can't catch up or keep up. And as well, they hate, I believe, dealing with the little nonsensical things of life, which we have no choice but to deal with. So, yeah. Gemini, the twins. One day you see one person, the next day you might see the other, but yes, that's all right. What else? The Libra. Librans balance. So maybe all the air signs have a double quality to them. I mean, everybody has a double quality to us. We're neither one nor the other. We have a lot of people in us, a lot of things in us, not just one. I think air signs represent that more than any of the other signs, where it's sometimes you don't know who you're getting on a day, but yeah, moody. But for the most part, they are pretty good and kind, friendly and helpful. Fun to be around. Hopefully mostly fun to be around. They're intelligent, knowing, knowledge is very important. Acquiring it for Aquarians. Librans, balance, justice, fairness. What is fair for everyone? That's what Aquarians are about. Yeah, isn't it interesting? I'm not as knowledgeable about the air signs as I thought I would be, being one. But yeah, we are high-minded. It's about the mind a lot. But we realize we live in the real world, and so try to be as realistic as possible. Librans weigh everything to decide. They don't jump quickly into a decision, but try to make the right one. They're interesting. What do I mean by that? They're hard to pin down sometimes, and not all Librans are the same, for sure. Well, not the same with every sign, but particularly Librans. And but the men are pretty stable. It's the women that I use the word interesting for. And then with Aquarians, yes, humanitarians. They're on a different path these days because of Pluto in their sign, and so, but in general, it's about fairness, getting what's due, getting what's theirs, making sure everybody gets what's theirs, treating the planet well, treating each other well, life affirming, intelligence, gaining knowledge, progressing, being better, making life better. Those are the important things. And striving forward always. Air signs hardly ever look back. They reflect, but they don't hold onto the past. It's what's next and what's coming next and what will be next and what can we do best next going forward. Progress, productivity, futuristic, balance, fairness, worldly, kind, healthy, caring, loving, smart. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. These are the cards for the fire signs. These are the Judgment is Sagittarius. The Great Awakening. You can hear that trumpet. It's so loud and it's so highlighted on the smaller card. Emperor. The Emperor is Aries, of course, the boss. Bossing up. And now with Uranus and Saturn going into Aries for the next however long. I think we're all going to have our own version of bossing up. And next we have Temperance, also Sagittarius. Turning one thing into another, alchemizing. Awakening and alchemizing, Sagittarius. With Jupiter as your planet, that's just about right. Next we have Strength, which is Leo. Strength and courage. Leo being ruled by the heart. Makes perfect sense. And next we have the Sun next to it, which is also Leo. It's the best card in the tarot deck. It makes everyone happy. And it's Leo's card. I'm smiling, Leo. Next, also to the Sun, is the Wheel of Fortune, which is also about Leo because it is the fixed sign. So, fiery, passionate, represented by the wands in the minor arcana. New adventure, which is what Sagittarius is about, adventuring. Leo is about heart, passion, courage. Aries is about beginning things, passionate beginnings. If you want to get something started, give it to an Aries. Leadership, strength, courage, vitality, passion. These cards are very bright and bold and beautiful. They are They're about being fiery, being open, ready to take on whatever comes next, ready for action, drive, desire, beauty, but strength, motivation. They're motivated. They career oriented. They're is career, love, has the heart with Leo, and just luck, Sagittarius, adventure, adventuresome, adventurous. So awakening with the Judgment, and temperance, alchemies, turning one thing into another. The Emperor, leadership. Strength is also about leadership, having the strength to do something, to pull something off, to pull off the adventure, to finish something, to get going on something. And the Wheel of Fortune, to turn things in your favor. Luck. Yes, courage, luck, strength, passion, leadership, change. They're all about change, moving forward, doing what needs to be done, taking the reins in life, in love, in with family, friends. It's the fire signs that get us moving on things, like moving literally, like if, to bring change, moving houses, moving countries, bringing family together for holidays and festivities, events, organizing, planning, starting. All of these are associated with the fire signs. Passion, encouragement. They rooting for you. Especially family members, they're always there for them. They're family oriented, kind, loving, giving. Also rash and expect to be in charge and all-knowing, their way. So yes, it's a combination platter that we all have, but particularly strong in the fire signs. They know their mind. They believe that their way is the best way. And passionate about their ideas and what they believe. So, yes, leaders, rulers, bosses, probably a lot of executives and heads of businesses and organizations, companies are likely countries. So, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. These are your cards, and we love your passion, we love your fieriness, we love your anger so much, because it can be painful to interact with that, but we love the passion. And most of the time we love where you lead us. So Keep being the bosses that you are and in charge, as long as you keep your heart in it and do it for the right reasons. Because yes, usually when you're happy, we're all happy. But it's not always the case. So sometimes give in, as you do, because you have no choice. But passion, acceleration, speed, strength, love, all fiery stuff, drive, energy, vitality, the sun, life, light. Yes, we would not be here without the sun, so we need the fire signs. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. It seems I forgot the Tower, and the Tower is one of the most important cards in the major arcana. It represents Scorpio and Aries, and it's about change and transformation, usually suddenly. It brings in the new, it gets rid of the old, which is transformation, and also explains how it belongs to Aries because of the speed. So, yes, the Tower. Aries and Scorpio, water and fire. And we can see a little lightning bolt and also the water. And some fire as well in the smaller card. Sudden change. And it's usually for the better. And necessary. Usually the universe saying you need to make this change because I'm helping you make this change because you didn't make it on your own sometimes. Yes, the Tower. An important major arcana card belonging with Aries and Scorpio. Earth signs, these are your cards. Your horoscope. For Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Starting from the left, we have the Devil, which represents Capricorn. And I am not completely sure why the Devil is associated with Capricorn. It would seem to me it would be better associated with Virgo. The devil being in the details that Virgo is all about. But perhaps it's the ambition of Capricorn that someone had a problem with. But Capricorn is ambitious with heart, with purpose. It's not just about ambition, so we love our Capricorns. World is also Capricorn, actually, which explains the ambitious aspect. Maybe it's the driving force of the devil that causes Capricorn to be associated with it. It's the doggedness. Although it's associated with toxicity, but and Capricorns can be dogged, and sometimes they have a way with them or about them that is not always pleasant, but who doesn't, right? Which sign doesn't? It's just different aspects, different ways of looking at the world. The Hermit is associated with Virgo. As the light changes, the details, the dark night of the soul, the going in, introspection, uncovering the mountaintop wisdom. And next is the Hierophant. I'm doing these in no particular order, as you can see. So, the Devil represents Capricorn, the World represents Capricorn. The Hermit represents Virgo. The Hierophant represents Taurus, the Empress represents Taurus, and the Wheel of Fortune also represents Taurus. The Earth signs. The Hermit is wisdom, knowledge, just like the Hierophant, who has 3 stages to his crown. He represents mastery. He represents the way of always doing things. Which is also changing because Pluto is now in Aquarius, and the air signs are now ones responsible for creating the new Earth that we're going to be living in, and the next 200 years. Earth signs were in control for the last 200 years. Yes, the Hierophant represents what has always been, what has always worked, establishment. The Empress is about luxury and comfort. And ease. Doing things the most efficient way, not the hardest way. Wheel of Fortune has Taurus on it, and that's why it's here. It's for all the fixed signs are on the Wheel of Fortune, including Taurus. So the Earth signs are steadfast. They are reliable and wise and dependable. and grounded. We need them. We all need them in our chart, obviously, but also in our daily lives to stay grounded, to stay connected to the earth, to make sure we're not too off in the air, especially in these times. Well, especially in those times when everything feels airy and confusing and mental. Yes, the mind. When everything is up too much in the mind, then it's good to ground in the body, in the feet, with the earth. Stability is coming to mind. Wisdom, luxury, comfort, mastery, being grounded, stubborn, fixed, reliable, earthy, knowing who you are, not being easily swayed. Accompany a man or woman, but I think earth signs are also changing. And everybody has everything in their chart. But these are the traits of the earth signs. And the word that keeps coming to mind is stable, stability, reliability. Dependability. And always gets something done with an earth sign. Virgos particularly, Capricorns are great. They work hard. Tauruses, Some of my good friends are Tauruses, and they are strong and earthbound. So these are the cards for the earth signs. Just like the earth, we need all of you. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. have the Chariot, Cancerian card. Drive, ambition, victory. The Hanged Man is the card of Pisces. Introspection, seeing things from a different perspective. Learning from learning from the different perspective. Death belongs to Scorpio. Death, transformation, change. The moon is Cancerian's card as well as the High Priestess. And then the Wheel of Fortune is Scorpio, represents Scorpio. Because I'm a High Priestess, I always believe, like, as in my that is my card in the secret language of birthdays. For my birthday. I believe it's Pisces. I like to associate it with Pisces. It probably could be associated with both. I know the moon is associated with Cancer and with Cancer. So the water signs, intuition. Are they about intuition? Change, transformation, drive, the higher mind, the spirituality, going deeper, ethereal knowledge gained from water, because water has been around a long time according to indigenous people, and so even the original water is still around, and it contains a lot of knowledge. If there are tests that were done by a Japanese man, I do not remember his name, but you can Google it online, or Google it, and you can see where he spoke over water or played music to water and froze it, and depending on what was done to the water or said to the water, it had either beautiful crystals or jagged, ugly ones, like representing what was said to it, what was done to it, what music was played to it. Yes, water is alive and well and speaks to us if we choose to listen, and water signs represent spirituality as well. Pisces in particular is an intuitive sign. And my North Node is Pisces. I was very happy to hear that a well-known tarot reader is also Pisces North Node, so that's very cool. But yes, the water signs are intuits. I believe, like, there was a movie with Tom Cruise where they had these intuits in water, and I always thought that they were all Pisces, but that's just me. Yeah, like, I've always felt like a Pisces, and then I realized my North Node is Pisces, and it all made sense. It's the most intuitive sign. They know. Pisces in particular know they know, they can feel things, and they know something. They know ahead of others what is coming, what might happen, and possibly what's going to happen. I mean, you look at the High Priestess, you look at the Moon, you look at the Hanged Man, Death. It's, they're all quite heavy signs, heavy cards, but water signs have this ability to transmute that and the heaviness and make it adaptable, and they're flexible, and they're dreamy, and those Pisces might swim away sometimes, but the Scorpios are steadfast, fixed, and the Cancerians are loving and kind. They're about their home. Yes, they are. I mean, the Scorpios can sting at times, and the Cancerians are interesting. I don't understand them very well. And I meet a lot of women there. They are all very different. But mostly they're loving and kind. And that goes for all the water signs. I particularly like Scorpios, both the men and the women. And again, Pisces, of course. So, yes, it's because I don't have a lot of Cancerian in my chart, so, or Cancer in my chart, so, but I tend to meet them as a result, and some I get along with very well. Others, and the men too, the men are interesting. Yeah, the Elon Musks, etc. So, but he's not representative, I don't think, but Cancerians do make money. So, we love them. We love our water signs, and we would not want to have a world without them. And they make us better, and they are kind and loving and giving and caring, and they sting and they swim away, and they are crabby, but yes, we all have a bit of that in all of us. So God bless them and keep them. And yes, and we need water for sure, because we would definitely die without it. And in the astrology, let's see. Yes, Pluto is now in Aquarius, and Pluto is this planet of Scorpio. So lots of transformation coming for Aquarians. The tiniest planet, the most transformative. Pisces is ruled by, well, the moon rules Cancer, so that moves water. The moon moves all of the water on the earth, in the oceans, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is going into Aries. Yes, it is retrograding back into Pisces, which is pretty amazing that it had its own planet in its sign for so long, so they've been doing very well as a result, and will continue to do so because they know everything, don't they? Pisces. They're also ruled by Jupiter, so they also have the luck. That was their original ruler. So, yes. Neptune going into Aries, leaving Pisces after retrograding back this fall. So we have one last chance with Neptune in Pisces. As the most well-known tarot reader on YouTube says, it's the last time to get that one big dream. But I don't think so. Like he says, it's like there's still there's still a chance, even after it's gone. So let's go. Yay, water signs! Please like and subscribe. Thank you. It seems I forgot the Tower, and the Tower is one of the most important cards in the major arcana. It represents Scorpio and Aries, and it's about change and transformation, usually suddenly. It brings in the new, it gets rid of the old, which is transformation, and also explains how it belongs to Aries because of the speed. So, yes, the Tower. Aries and Scorpio, water and fire. We can see a little lightning bolt and also the water. And some fire as well in the smaller card. Sudden change. And it's usually for the better. And necessary. Usually the universe saying you need to make this change because I'm helping you make this change because you didn't make it on your own sometimes. Yes, the Tower. An important major arcana card belonging with Aries and Scorpio.